also going to get, I also have with me on the telecast Bipin Sharma. Bipin, what do you have to say to the state of affairs in West Bengal right now? I'm not going to, it's a separate matter that only 20 of the MLAs of the TMC have shown up for the legislative party meeting. It's a separate offer of the alleged forgery which the CID at this point of time is looking into. Yes, Abhishek Banerjee at this point of time has feigned illness for not being able to present himself at the CID, as had been the demand that was made, summons that had been issued for him to be present, but the focus at this point of time that Abhishek Banerjee has knocked at the doors of the judiciary to get justice for the attack against him, a physical attack, an assault on him while he was visiting the home of the family members of a man who was a TMC worker who was killed in the post-poll violence that happened a few weeks ago. Is this by any way justifiable by any stretch of the imagination?
By no stretch of imagination, this can never be justified. Any act of violence. So that needs to be condemned in one tone and tenor, and definitely stern action needs to be initiated. No second thoughts, no ambiguity about that. But now I would look at this entire issue, this turn of events, with a very wholesome perspective. Let's take a holistic viewpoint, and not just from the state prism, but at the national level. And that is very pertinent. Reason being that everyone needs to introspect. Having said that, stern action needs to be initiated against all those perpetrators, all those responsible for assaulting, attacking Abhishek Banerjee, Kalyan Banerjee. But then introspection needs to be done as far as all those leaders, big or small, who incited passions by giving those hate speeches and then saying, 6 mahine baad Narendra Modi ghar se bahar nahi nikal. I mean, what kind of a rhetoric? What have we come down to? I mean, that is the mood.
But I'm saying, when the BJP has sent out a message before the elections, while campaigning, they said that there's politics of blood, there's politics of extortion, there's politics of corruption, there's politics of hate and fear that is perpetrated and perpetuated by the TMC, and it will be a government of badlav for the people of Bengal if BJP was voted to part. Is it not the responsibility and in fact, therefore, BJP coming to higher scrutiny and criticism because it has taken upon itself to bring about this change in West Bengal, and when it fails to do so, all its promises seem hollow to the people of West Bengal, isn't it?
No, yes, Megha.
And let's not go to the threats being issued to Prime Minister or anybody else. I'm right now focusing on West Bengal. Let's focus on that, and I won't talk about the other hate speeches that politicians, candidates, campaigners in politics have been making in the past or may make in the future as well.
Because it is the responsibility of the state government, the newly formed government, to ensure that law and order is maintained, and it is not a repeat of the past, because people of West Bengal came out in huge numbers, gave them a thumping majority, decisive mandate, because they wanted change. So this is not the change that they are expecting.
Right.
So definitely stern action. And when the Prime Minister of the country made it amply clear that no badlav is what they are aiming at, so then action needs to be translated. Words need to be translated into action. Mere rhetoric is not going to suffice, because people of West Bengal will definitely be disappointed with what is transpiring, what is happening on the roads. Justice is not to be served on the roadside. You have the courts and the other agencies.
All right, fair enough. Okay, you've made your point. You've made your point. Rohi, again coming to you. Is it not the responsibility